Well, you had a long run, Laura. But it's time for a retirement party. That's right, toy fans, Rob here, back with another Marvel Legends review for you guys today. We're taking a look at X-23 from the brand new Deadpool wave of Marvel Legends figures featuring the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. This X-23 is of course produced by Hasbro this time around, and she looks like a marked improvement over what we've had to deal with since 2006. The front of the packaging does feature a window box that houses the figure inside, and the back of the packaging has a nice glamour shot of X-23 as well as a bio in the upper right. I'm really looking forward to this update, so let's go ahead and get X out of the box and see what she's all about. Alright, toy fans, here we have X out of the package, and I couldn't wait. I had to get her lined up with her version of the X-Force. Now, it'd be nice if we had an Elixir Marvel Legend to go with this set, or a Wolfsbane. Soon enough, we'll even have Domino available, but what we've got here is the Craig Kyle, Chris Yost version of X-23, and I really love the look of this figure. So let's talk about Laura's sculpting. Now, while it's obvious that the Hasbro version of X-23 is much better than the Toy Biz effort, one thing I liked about the Toy Biz effort is that there were two different X-23 figures on the market. One that was kind of designed to look like Choi's artwork, and the one that I have that really kind of resembled Billy Tan's work on the character. With this Hasbro version, I'm not really seeing any artist's particular style in the face for this figure. Not a bad thing, just an observation. But let's get this aberration out of the way. I promise that's the last time we have to stare at that thing. Another nitpick I'd like to address about the figure is the way that the legs have been handled on this character. Now, I do like that this X-23 figure is reusing the boot sculpts from Nico Minoru. Those custom pieces were great original pieces for Nico, and they look just as good on the X-23 figure. But where my gripes come in are with the legs and the hip joints. I always have trouble when it comes to posing these teen girl body mold figures. As I'm doing this review, X-23 alone just keeps falling over for me. And the reason for that is that the ball joint on the hips as well as the thigh cut tend to be really loose on these figures for some reason. At least all of the ones I've collected, including Ultimate Spider-Woman, Mayday Parker Spider-Girl, White Tiger, and now X-23. I just can't get these guys to stand without a lot of patience and a lot of trying again and again. And to make matters worse, this X-23 figure has super gummy joints in the knees, so she already has legs that kind of prevent her from holding her own weight, but now I've got to deal with knees that want to buckle and fail, and don't do much to help support the figure. Looking at this figure up close, I do like the head sculpt for this figure. The reveal of this figure, her head looked a little bit big to be on the torso, and as I'm holding her in my hands, I don't think it's as bad as it initially seemed. I do have a bit of a paint error on the chin. Some of the lipstick seems to have smudged onto the chin of the figure. I'll see what I can do to get that removed, but I like that she's got a feral look. I mean, that's what X-23 should have, and the windswept hair is a nice choice. I think I would have liked to have seen the hair or an alternate head where the wind isn't constantly blowing her hair, but as it is now, it's a great look for the figure. And coming down, we do have her X-Force costume / her solo series costume, and I think it's been carried out with great detail here. We have the stripes on the shoulders that are very clean, and then just the line work for the costume in general has come out really, really nicely. And then coming down the figure, we do have just the gray striping on the pants. Very clean, very solid. I don't see a lot of black bleeding through. And then we've got the boots down towards the bottom with some silver paint applied to the buckles. The claws themselves appear to be the same ones that we get on the Wolverine's figures these days. They are removable. I'm not going to do that. But I do like that Hasbro was able to package this figure this time without getting the claws warped or anything like that. They didn't have to straighten them at all. Hasbro has done a good job this time maintaining the integrity of a figure's claws as it has to travel from the warehouse to the store and ultimately to our hands. And that's my review, toy fans. If you're an X-Men diehard like I am, you definitely want to add this update to your collection. But I hope Hasbro doesn't stop here. I'd also like to see a Wolverine version of X-23, or even a version of X-23 that's maybe in her new X-Men costume, or even civilian garb. She's changed looks so many times since her initial debut in X-Men Evolution. And putting aside for a moment my gripes about Hasbro's teen girl body molds in general, this is a fantastic representation of X-23. So if you see her, definitely pick her up. And thanks for joining me today, toy fans. I hope you enjoyed this review. Which costumed look for Laura is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back soon with another review of a figure from this wave, but until then, you guys can always keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram at D21Beast, and I'll see you guys next time.